you. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm doing okay. I hope you are as well. The weather in where I am is getting much better. It was sunny. It was getting warmer. Spring is coming. I can feel it. How about you? I'm not too sure. Maybe in Canada, at least in Alberta, it's kind of muddy. Maybe. The snow is melting and, it gets kind of brown and gross. And then April comes and May comes and it gets a bit better. Anyways, enough about the weather. Today, I don't really have anything specifically planned to talk about, although I did have a busy week and weekend, and I'm still busy, and I guess that's what I'll talk about. So, I had an SDC. I may have talked about SDC in a previous episode, but I'm not too sure. An SDC is Skill Development Conference, and it's a biannual conference that the JET program in Gifu hosts. And because I'm an RPA, lots of acronyms, an RPA is a regional prefectural advisor. We help with the planning and whatnot. Usually, the past 3 that I've been to, I presented. And so I either helped with presenting or I would do it myself. But this time I didn't have to do anything, which was nice. So I did whatever I could in terms of, assisting the presenters. So I, was the mic runner, maybe, gave people the mic if they had questions. And actually, this SDC was quite great. I had a good time, and it was, everyone had a pretty good topic, and they did really well presenting it. And there wasn't any technical difficulties either, I believe. So that's a win-win. And it was kind of funny because it was a new thing that we decided to do, which was a human bingo during SDC. We usually do them during work orientations, but we did one this SDC, and it was a lot of fun. Got to meet some people, and well, I have a competitive spirit, so I knew that there was a prize, so I wanted to get as many bingos as possible. Well, actually, I didn't know the rules. I didn't know them. The rule was that you had to fill all of the squares, but I got one bingo and I was so excited. I went right to the front and was like, I got a bingo. And the person said, no, you need to fill all of them. So I went straight back, talked to many people, but by the time I finished, all the chocolates were gone. So that was a bit unfortunate, but I did get to meet some new people. So that was really fun. And it was interesting because other people, there was like this square that said, someone that makes or is a content creator. And people came up to me and I was like, huh? I guess I am in a way. I do a podcast, but I don't feel like a content creator. It's very interesting. So, yeah, I guess I'm a content creator. I do post a weekly episode, as you know, every Wednesday. But I also have an Instagram, 2shores_1story. And I'm also on Facebook. So for every graphic, not every graphic, for every show, I make a graphic that kind of represents what I'm talking about. Sometimes I have more time to make it really nice. Sometimes I don't have time. But I release those as well. So if you want to see those graphics, if you want to see my content, please give me a follow and comment as well. I would love to talk with you. You can also send me a direct message on 2shores1story. I have an email as well. Please let me know. I would love to be in contact with you. And yeah, so it was a fun day. And after, usually I go home at 5 or catch the bus at 5:10 and arrive in Takayama around 7. But this time I stayed because one of my friends, who is also an RPA, decided to come. Well, I kind of urge them to come. I said, hey, you're like still coming, right? And they didn't really make a plan, but then they did. So we took the same bus back and we talked and talked and talked. Even though I was really tired, I didn't go to sleep. We just talked and talked and talked on the way back home. And then my other friend, we all planned, four of us, planned to go to a city that's a little bit, it's not a city, a town that's a little bit close to Takayama. It's called Furukawa the next day. So I knew that my one friend would be having to go like really far and then come back. So it would make more sense for us to all stay in my house. So that's what I did. And I think I talked about this. It was, I did clean my house. So the person that came from Gifu had my guest room all to themselves, and then me and my friend shared my room, and I slept on the futon, and I gave my friend the bed, of course, as anyone should do. So that's what we did. But I got home and I wanted a drink because it was my last SDC and I was tired and I just wanted to just party a little bit, as you should say, as one says. Goodness gracious. So we went to the kombini and my friend graciously paid for the drinks. We got 2, and I got some ginger ale to make them an Amaretto sour, which is one of the drinks, actually the first drink that I consciously remember I had back in grad studies. And yeah, so I made them an Amaretto sour. We had drinks. I only had one because I was getting a bit silly because also I was very sleep deprived. I made popcorn and we played Uno. That was fun. And we were up until like, I don't know, 1 a.m. But then we had to, call it a day because we had to wake up pretty early to go to a bakery. So that's what we did. Went to sleep, woke up, got ready, picked up my friend, and went to Furukawa. Or not Furukawa, we went to I don't know where it was, Kyomi maybe, and it was nice. They had a 5 500 yen set. So you get 2 pieces of bread, any kind you want, and a drink, and it's 500 yen. And I got 2 types of chocolate things, and they were awesome, very tasty. We had great laughs. Then we went to Furukawa. And Furukawa's very quiet compared to Takayama. We basically had, I don't know, like we were just walking around and there weren't that many people, like very little, very sparse. It was just us really just walking around. And at one point it was really weird, but also nice. Like we were walking and then this lady came to us and gave us each a snack, which was nice. Unfortunately, that snack was umaibo, and I don't really like umaibo, so I didn't get to eat mine. But it was nice that they did that. It was kind of interesting. But yeah, we walked around, and it was such a great day that day. Sunny. The wind was a little bit bad, but that's okay. And I don't know where it was, but there's this area where there's a big drum, like a taiko drum, and you can give 100 yen and you can play it or hit it. So we each did that, each took a video. That was really fun. Then we meandered around. We were kind of hungry. We found a croquet area, so we each got a little croquet to eat, and then we went to a cafe. And they specialize in waffles, and they had many, many, many types of flavors. And of course, me being Canadian, I had to get the maple leaf waffle with whipped cream for 200 yen, and I got a hot chocolate. And it was great. We just enjoyed our waffles and talked. It was really fun. And then we went on our way back to Takayama. My one friend went back home to get just to go back. And we, the 3 of us, went to, my friend, we were kind of deciding what to do. And my one friend kind of picked it for us, which is good because I had no idea. But it's called Shiroyama. And there are old castle ruins, and I have actually been there before, but the weather was kind of cold. So before that, there was a little playground, and I'm a little bit. Sometimes I feel like I'm old, but I'm also young at heart. So I went and played on the playground, but there also was like a calisthenics thing. So my friend and I did pull-ups and chest dips. It was kind of funny, just me being silly. Then we walked up the mountain a little bit, saw the castle ruins, and there's nothing much there. And then I've never been here, but my friend knew about it, so we went to this temple maybe, and it's in a lake, in a pond, really pretty. And there was some ducks, so my friend decided to feed them umaibo, but they didn't really like it. So that says a lot about umaibo, because even the ducks didn't want it. Oh my goodness. And we walked up, went back, we went to another cafe in town, and then we went to an izakaya. This one it has good Western food and Japanese style food as well. Really fancy. We've been there before. And we got lots of food, chicken. They had yamnon chicken. It was so tasty. Really tasty. They had really yummy fries. We got pizza, salad. My friend got a creme brulee. I decided not to. It was just delicious. Really fun. And that was on Saturday. So my one friend left. He went back home. He came back. Sorry. He left, but then he came back for dinner. And then he left again back home. And the three of us went to karaoke, because that's what you do on a Saturday night after an izakaya. And I knew about one place, and my friends were kind of worried about, being kicked out, because sometimes that does happen. Well, most times it happens, because Takayama has a lot of foreigners, and sometimes they just don't accept foreigners. But it kind of sucks because we're ALTs and we can speak Japanese and we know the culture, so it's a bit frustrating. But I knew this place. I've been there quite often, so I wasn't worried. And plus, we were there right when it opened, so that would kind of be sad if they kicked us out, because there would be no one there. So I walked in with confidence, and of course, there was no problem. And we just started singing away, and we were only going to be there for an hour, but then we were there for 4 hours. And, more people started coming, and it was really, really fun, because there was this guy at the bar, and he was really good at singing. So I talked to him, found out he was a firefighter. Then I went back to my seat. Then more firefighters started coming in, and one of them recognized me, because last year, I might have talked about this, I don't remember, but I participated in a training for foreigner or firefighters to speak English, to practice their English. So we would go into pretend to be in scenarios like my one friend's allergic to something or car crash. That was the biggest one. And they would rotate around and talk to us and practice. So there's this one firefighter that was at karaoke, and he knew me, and I didn't know how, so I asked him how. And we end up talking, and he's asking me like what schools I go to, and I say one school, and he's like, "What? That's where I'm from." So I found a neighbor in the karaoke. I found a neighbor. So cool. So I added him instantly on Instagram and Line, and then I found out that he's dating a teacher that I worked with when I was a temporary ALT. And I'm in that friend group too, so that was so funny. So they were great, and we sang the night away until, I don't know, 12 or 1, and we went back home. The final day with my friend, he had to leave that day, but what a day to finish, because on the 15th of March, there was a festival in Takayama. It's not the most famous festival. It's about sake, and it's called Shizuku Miya Festival. And I participated in it last year. where me and other ALTs helped a group of Japanese people lift a mikoshi. And we walked around Takayama, and it was a great time. So fun. So I wanted to see them, and of course I wanted to show my friend. So I did see them, took a video, and then we went to the festival center, got some food. I got a katsu sandwich, and we shared miso karage, which is actually kind of a chicken wing because it had a bone in it, but it was great. And then we walked around, we went to another cafe, and I got an apple crumble, and it was warm apple. It was so tasty. Just delicious. It was really, really good. And then that was it. Had to drop off my friend. And then I had to go straight home, and I really wanted to be productive, but I was kind of tired, so I had a 2-hour nap. And then I went back to work. So tomorrow, as of recording this, it is Tuesday, but tomorrow is Wednesday. And on Wednesday, every second Wednesday, I teach a Japanese class, or I help with a Japanese class. Mainly, I help answer the questions, and I take pictures of the students for the Instagram, and I make the caption. That's all I do. But I finally volunteered to teach a class, and I'm teaching it tomorrow. So I'm a little bit stressed about that. But I finished everything. I made the presentation. I finished the print, the worksheets for them. And I hope it goes well. I'm worried about the timing of everything, but I think the last few things is like pretty easy, so they don't maybe need help with that. So if we run out of time, I think it'll be okay, but I'm going to try and keep it strict as possible. And after that, I'm done with the class. I think there will be more classes in April, so I would like to join them. But yeah, it'll be a nice experience to teach a Japanese class. It's been a while since I've done one. The last time I taught a class was during my graduate studies for my research. This is a bit different. But yeah, I hope I do well, because also, like, they haven't seen the other Japanese teachers, there's many, but they haven't seen me teach really. So I want to represent us foreigners well to show them, hey, I can teach. So that's tomorrow, and I'm a little bit worried. So anyways, on Sunday, I went home and I just worked on the presentation and tried to organize like the lesson, did that kind of stuff. And then today I just finished up the print, and I just have to print it tomorrow, and that will be it. And then that's done, and then I'm going to have a nice day of relaxing after that's finished. That finishes at 8, so 7 to 8, and then after that, just resting. And then the next day, I have my last meeting as an RPA, which I feel great about. I'm happy to give it to the next person. I would like to help if they need it, but I want to step away from the role. So that's what I'm excited about. Although it will be sad to say bye to the other RPAs because they're all so great, and it's been quite nice to see how professional everyone is about everyone in the region. So great group of people. I'm so happy that I was doing it. I'll have to talk more about the RPA stuff in a later episode, but right now I can't. And actually, I think I should probably go because I have to get some studying done and I have to prep for the lesson. So I'm going to end it here. I hope you have a great rest of the day. I don't know what time you're listening to this, maybe in the morning, maybe at night. But wherever you are, whenever you're listening to this, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I will see you later.